It's because you're beautiful, and I love you so much. Hey yo, it's your girl P. Hoping that you're doing very well. On my side, I am fantastic. Hey yo, it's your girl P. Hoping that everyone is doing okay, doing very much okay, doing very well. On my side, I am fantastic, and I thank God for everything. Much welcome to today's video. Thank you for stopping by, thank you for clicking it, and thank you for your support. If it's your first time to come across this amazing beautiful girl, this amazing family, you're so much welcome. Kindly sit back, relax, enjoy, because here you will get all what you want to know, all that will please your heart, all that will make you happy, all that will make you feel beautiful. And please, kindly, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, please, it's a request, kindly please subscribe, join this amazing family, and let's go together. So in today's video, guys, it's a Q&A. I have few questions that I have been asked, like I think since last year, and I'm really sorry for not being able to do this video as early as I was supposed to. But I can say today is the day that you're going to get all your answers that you've been looking for. So guys, let's stay together from the beginning to the end of the video. Let's get to know what questions they were and what answers I might be giving to it. So please do not skip the ads. So kindly please be with me from the beginning to the end of the video, and I hope that you're gonna love it. I hope that you're gonna enjoy it. If you have any requests, keep them coming, keep on sending the requests to my DMs, even to the comment section, and I'll be able to do a video to answer all your questions. If you have any question, any question that you would like, not probably about golf, about YouTube, about anything, but if you'd like any help from a sister, of course I am here. If it's something that I can do, why not? We don't know about tomorrow. So yeah, thank you so much, and I would like to say thank you so much, and let's dive into the video. We are diving slowly to the video. So guys, yeah, I don't know, but you have to get used to this phase because the year is still new, and I have every reason to be happy, right? So yeah, keep it positive, have that smiley face all day through, and you will be a happy person. So the first question was, what challenges do we face in golf? It was like not just for me but for every other person. So I won't be mentioning the names because they didn't want to be mentioned, and I just respect that. But we are going just to look to the questions. So it was like, what challenges do we face in golf? So okay, if we talk about challenges that we face in golf, I'd like to speak for myself, because I might be facing challenges, someone else might be facing different, so it would be so hard for me to speak for someone. But if you ask me, first of all, challenges that we face in golf: loneliness. That is the first thing. I don't know if anyone else experiences it, but not like every day, but there's sometimes that you just feel like, no, I feel so lonely. Those times are there because by the end of the day, you are alone here. Yeah, you're working for people, maybe you're working in a family like me. I work for a home, and I have people here, but by the end of the day, I still miss my people. I miss my daughter, I miss my family, and that way you feel like you're so far from them. But again, it's a sacrifice that you had to do for you to earn a living. So when you remember that, you just give on strengthening yourself, you just keep on calling God to strengthen you more and more. But that is something I personally go through a lot. So loneliness is one thing. And number two, challenge faced again: the weather. The weather, man, especially when it's summer. Summer is the worst weather for me. Like, it's super hot. Not like hot, it's hot, extremely hot. And if you come from maybe Africa or any other continent whereby at your place it's not hot, I think maybe in the whole world, like Gulf countries or maybe Middle East is the hottest, especially Gulf. Gulf is very hot. For me, it's very hot. Even in Kenya, when you complain it's hot, or maybe Mombasa it's hot, it has never reached to this point. This place is very hot. So for me, that is another challenge. And especially as if you work for a family, or maybe if you're working in Arab countries, no, there are rules. There are things you cannot wear. You have to cover your hair, you know, all those stuff, and it's very hot, especially when you're running out and out and out. You're not inside all the time. For me, that is another challenge. The challenge for weather, it's something that I don't know even how to explain, but it happens. But I think after some time we've been able to adapt it, though not much. Right now it's winter, yeah, but from maybe mid-Feb or maybe March, early March, winter, summer will start, yeah. And when it will start, it even gets hot, but not like March, but towards July, June, August, there it's very hot. So again, we have to do this. We have to do this. But if we're talking about challenges, the weather is something else. It's so unbearable when it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Like it's super hot. That is something that it's so hard for me. I think it's also hard for other people, because it becomes hot, like you cannot even stay out in the sun for 3 minutes. You just feel like it's hot. Even when it's blowing, like the hair, even the hair is hot. It's something that you cannot even be able to stay out at. But there are those people who are used to, like they go out, they stay out the whole day, like the laborers and everything. They do their jobs, but it's hot. It's very hot. So that was the second challenge. The third challenge that I face is okay, nowadays I can't say it's like a challenge, though it's a bit challenging for me. For those who do not know how to speak fluent in Arabic, it's kind of challenging for them. Also for me, I can say it was, but right now I cannot say it is challenging for me, because where I work, everybody speaks English, and it's so rare for them to speak with me Arabic, unless I am maybe speaking to my colleagues or maybe someone who has come here. And I definitely don't speak Arabic that much. I just know like few words. So language again, language barrier, what, it's another challenge. That's so challenging. And for me right now, I can say I'm a bit okay, because as I said, I'm working for people who doesn't speak Arabic that much, so I can say I'm at the safe side. But take it in a different way. If maybe I am not working here and I happen to work now again for people, or I happen to work with people who doesn't speak Arabic, English, you see, it will be also another challenge. And for me, I also find it hard, especially if you're working with people who are speaking every time with you English. It's so hard for you to get to understand what really Arabic is, because you're not that you're not talking too much Arabic, but you're talking too much of English. But again, it is okay. It's a challenge, but I can say I'm a bit better, because I can hear what someone is saying. But sometimes it's hard for me to talk back, you know. So that is another challenge. Is there another challenge? Another challenge? Another challenge? For now, I think that about work, I can't complain, because sometimes there are times where we are busy, sometimes you're not busy. So about work, I can't really complain. But I think just about that those are the challenges that maybe I can say I have faced, or I am facing. Not really I'm facing, but happens, you know. Yeah. So that was the first question. The second question was, I have written them down just in case if you see me facing down, I am trying to read them out for you. The second question was, how have you been able to manage to be a content creator and you're still working? How have I been able to be a content creator still working? Okay, it's a good question, but if I can say, it's also another challenge. I had forgotten actually, but it was just regarding about Gulf life and maybe hard work. But now when it comes to content creation and me as a YouTuber and still working, it's challenging though. But in one way or the other, I have been able to be able to understand how I can do it. If I want to create content, like right now I am shooting, right? So I normally wake up in the morning, just normal time. I do my work quickly, then I'll be able to have like an hour or maybe a few minutes before people wake up. That is something that I always do. Now when it comes to editing is a bit hard, because editing, for those who do editing, you know, it's not easy, and you might end up editing, and when you get to save, the phone is full. So when you release some storage, part of your editing goes, and you're back again to editing. So you might shoot with 30 minutes and end up editing with 4 hours or even 5 hours. It happens. And if you're busy, it's another thing. But about creating content, for me, what I normally do, and it's something that I can advise any other person is working here, especially those who are working in Gulf, it's so difficult for us to plan time, because when you think you will be free is when maybe you will have visitors. It's when maybe you will get a lot of work. But for me, I can say maybe I have come to understand how I can do it. So most of the times what I do, I normally have my notebooks. Right now I have one here. I normally have books. I think even like 3 or 4. So whenever I get time, I have my pen. I will write down what I really feel like I should do. Well, I would be writing my next contents. If I have something in mind, maybe like I want to do a shoot about blog or maybe anything, I would just write down. And when now I get the time to shoot, that is when I would go through my list and check what thing I want to do. Like right now, then I do it if I have time. About editing, that is something different. If I have time, I can even shoot like 2 to 3 videos, different videos, and I'll be able to release them not like daily but after editing, so that is another thing that I can say. But about vlogging is also a bit challenging, because you are outside there in the car going somewhere and you are on the phone trying to shoot, and nobody knows like you're shooting for your YouTube channel. It's difficult though, but I think maybe it will get maybe to a point whereby they'll be used to seeing me shooting everywhere, but nobody knows, like they only know it's just for fun, just for memories, which is not bad, I think. But again, it's challenging. But where you see you have challenges is where you have to keep pushing. I think that is it. And if you are in need of something, if you feel like you need something so much, or if you love doing something so much, you will always end up getting time for that thing that you want. So it's always good for us to create time to do what we really want, because nothing comes easy by the end of the day. So if you are a content creator there, you face some challenges at work, challenges at where you are, there's always a way out. So you can maybe do a schedule of your work, anything that you want to do, and when you get the less time, you can do it. Editing, you can edit anytime that you're free. So for me, that is what I normally do, and I think for me it works out, though sometimes it's so hard for us to upload like daily. I'm speaking for myself, I can't speak for any other content creator, because maybe how I feel it, or the every side from my side, is not like from their side. So that is what I do, and yeah, nothing more, and I thank God for that. So the third question was, what have I learned from being a house manager? What have I learned from being a house manager? Okay, the first thing that I have learned, the first thing of all other things, is patience. Being a house manager teaches you how to be patient. Even if before you were patient, like you'll be able to have more patience, because here you're dealing with different people that you've not grown together, people that you've not been together since you were young. They're people that you've just come to meet, and everyone has their own character. Like you'll be working for 5 people in a family, and everyone is so different to deal with. But again, I always thank God, because like right now I don't have anyone who I can say maybe it's so challenging to deal with them. And at some point I just feel like I'm at peace, yeah. But it's so challenging. Patience is the first thing. It has taught me how to be patient. Patient with kids, patient with work, patient with everything. Like patient, that is something that she has taught me, and not just from now but from my first contract. The second thing, I have learned how to cook different meals. In Kenya we have our own meals, but now what we cook here is different from what we cook in Kenya. So that is something that I have learned, and it is an advantage for me, because it's something that I can do to earn money with if I want to. So cooking is something that I have learned. Number 3, I have learned how to use different detergents, different machines. Those are things that I have been able to learn. Number three or number 4, I have been, like, I can say I have been able to learn a lot of things while I am here. I have been able to learn a lot, and it has taught me how to be responsible. Yeah, that is something that I had forgotten. If you work as a house manager, at some times it teaches you how to be responsible, because at some point you just feel like now you are the head of the family, even if you're not. You have to plan this, you have to plan this, you have to plan this responsibly. It's not just like you just sit, you just stand and feel like now today this is what will happen, and not in the right way. So responsibility also is something that I have learned from here also to my home. That is something that it has taught me a lot. And if you're an house manager, of course you can drop your comment below. What has it taught you? What have you learned throughout those years, maybe, or months, maybe, or that few time that you've been able to work there? If you are a content creator, what challenges do you go through? I think we can start a conversation in the comment section. Let's get to know what people do. And my experiences, this is the last question actually. It was what are my experiences in the first 1 year 6 months in an Arab home. My experience in 1 year 6 months. My experience 1 year 6 months. Okay, if I can say my experience in 1 year 6 months, that means I have to give 2 experiences, because this is my second home. The first home was in Qatar, now I'm in Dubai. But now starting with Qatar, my experience 1 year 6 months. First of all, I didn't get to finish 6 months in Qatar. In Qatar, I only finished 1 year 4 months, then I quit. But for that 1 year 4 months, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Too much work, overworking, sleeping late, no fun, you know, too much shouting, a lot of things used to happen. But I can not only look at the dark side, but it also had a brighter side, you know. Like, they were not like everything was bad, but of course there were good things that were happening, but now the bad things overtook everything. So my experience 1 year 6 months, or maybe 1 year 4 months in Qatar, first of all, it taught me how to do work. Because right now, like when I came here, nobody taught me anything, like cooking, cleaning, nobody taught me anything. Especially maybe now when I'm here, I just have to learn what meals they like, how they make meals here, because how we used to make there and here, it's totally different. And that is the thing that I can say maybe I have been taught. But apart from that, there's nothing else that I've been taught by anyone. Washing, cleaning, anything, I learned from there. We had a colleague and she used to teach me, I mean, but our teaching was different, because she used to get angry quickly. She didn't know how to speak English, I didn't know how to speak Arabic. We could collide in the kitchen when I cook onions, and she was like, why are you cooking like this? You have to cook like this. So for me, not even like the first 1 year 6 months, but I could say the first 2 years, that is a learning process. That is a learning process, especially for freshers, for people who have never ever worked in Gulf. Even if you've worked maybe in your country as a house manager, working in Gulf is a total experience, because first of all, you have to learn the language. You have to know how to use chemicals, how to use detergents, how to use machines, what to do with the furniture, what to do maybe with the staircase, what to do with the, you know, all those stuff, tiles, bathrooms, everything. It's a learning process. And I can say maybe the first 2 years, yes, you've completed your contract, but again, the first 2 years, that was a learning process. But now in the second year, at least you're better, you know what to do. If you decide not to go back there, at least you know, if I go here, I know how to clean. Nobody will teach me, unless if they want to show you their own way of cleaning, you know. But the first 1 year 4 months in Qatar, for me, I can say it was okay. But for me, I used to see it so much hard. As I said before, I don't like people who love out to shout a lot, and that is something that I used to experience every now and then, and for me it was so hard for me. And yeah, first 1 year 4 months, nobody beat me, nobody denied me food, nobody, you know, there are those things that you can say you are being maltreated. I never experienced that part. It's just maybe work and colleague, you know, all that stuff. But again, when we look at this side, I can say maybe it's God, man, it's God. Even me going from that place 1 year 4 months coming here, I only say it was God's plan, and I've been able to experience the goodness and the work of God. Yeah. So my first 1 year 6 months here, I can't complain. I can't say anything, because if I am to complain, of course, I don't know, I will be so ungrateful. So it's also good for me to be, you know, for me to speak the truth, of which is what I'm saying right now. I have not experienced anything bad. The challenges are there, yeah, I've already mentioned the challenges, and I think those are challenges which everyone goes through. But apart from that, the experience has been fantastic, has been okay. And yeah, that was our last question. And I'm so glad that I've been able to do the Q&A. Though there were not many questions, but I've been able to answer them as honest as I could. And if I have been able to leave something out that I have not mentioned, maybe we do in another one. And if you have questions, you can keep them coming. Of course, it's 2022, and I am here to do everything, like to keep you updated, to keep on pushing, and to give you contents back to back. That is what I really want to do, but I cannot do this by myself, but hoping that you'll be able to support this girl so that we can keep on pushing the wheel. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. It has been so amazing, so overwhelming, and I thank God for each and every one of you guys. I cannot repay you, but may God bless you for me. So thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. Be blessed. Subscribe if you haven't. Please share with friends, share with anyone, share with family. Don't skip the ads again. I will repeat, and may God bless you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned, and see you in the next one. I love you so much, and adios. I love you. Love you.